Welcome to Beyond the Brackets. Today we look into how to construct an analytic function when either the real part or the imaginary part is given. Let's take our first question. Find the most general analytic function whose real part is x square minus y square minus x. Let's consider f of z is equal to u plus iv to be an analytic function where the real part will be u is equal to x square minus y square minus x. Compute the partial derivative. We get ux is equal to 2x minus 1 and uy will be equal to minus 2y. Since f of z is analytic, it satisfies the CR equations. Ux is equal to vy and uy is equal to minus vx. Since f of z is u plus iv, differentiating this with respect to x, we get f dash of z is equal to ux plus I into vx. Since f of z is analytic, so vx can be replaced with minus uy. So f dash of z will be ux minus I into uy. Substitute the values. Ux is 2x minus 1 and uy is minus 2y. Solving this by Milne-Thomson method, replace x with z and y with 0. We get f dash of z is equal to 2z minus 1. To get the value of f of z, integrate this with respect to z. We get f of z is equal to 2 into integration of z will be z square by 2 minus integration of 1 will be z plus c. So the required analytic function is f of z is equal to z square minus z plus c. The next question says, find the regular function whose imaginary part is x minus y by x square plus y square. We solve it by considering f of z is equal to u plus iv, which will be the analytic function, where v is given as x minus y by x square plus y square. Differentiating v partially with respect to x. Here numerator and denominator both are having x, so we apply u by v rule. First, the denominator x square plus y square will be written as it is. Differentiation of x will be 1 minus the numerator x minus y will be written as it is. Differentiation of x square will be 2x divided by x square plus y square whole square. Simplifying this further, x square minus 2x square will become minus x square plus y square plus 2xy divided by the denominator. Finding the partial derivative with respect to y, again numerator and denominator both have y, so we apply u by v rule. First, the denominator x square plus y square will be written as it is. Differentiation of minus y will be minus 1 minus the numerator x minus y will be written. Differentiation of y square will be 2y divided by x square plus y square whole square. This further simplifies as minus x square minus y square plus 2y square will become plus y square minus 2xy divided by the denominator. Since f of z is analytic function, so it satisfies the CR equations. Ux is equal to vy and uy is equal to minus vx. Differentiating f of z with respect to x, we get f dash of z is equal to ux plus I into vx, where ux can be written as vy to substitute the value of ux and vy. Here, the denominator x square plus y square whole square will be common for both the terms. In the numerator, we are left with the terms minus x square plus y square minus 2xy plus I into minus x square plus y square plus 2xy. By Milne-Thomson method, replace x with z and y with 0 to get f dash of z is equal to 1 by z power 4 into minus z square plus I into minus z square. That's the value of f dash of z. To get the value of f of z, integrate this with respect to z. So we get 1 plus I will be constant. Integration of minus 1 by z square will be 1 by z plus c. The next question is given as, if f of z is equal to u plus iv is an analytic function of z, and if u minus v is equal to e power x into cos y minus sin y, find f of z in terms of z. So here u minus v is given as e power x cos y minus e power x sin y. Differentiating this partially with respect to x, we get ux minus vx is equal to differentiation of e power x will be e power x and cos y will be constant, minus differentiation of e power x will be e power x and sin y will be constant. Differentiating with respect to y, we obtain uy minus vy is equal to differentiation of cos y will be minus sin y and e power x will be constant, minus again e power x is constant, differentiation of sin y is cos y. Since f of z is analytic, it satisfies the CR equations. Ux is equal to vy and uy is equal to minus vx. Adding both the equations, for the left hand side we get ux minus vx plus uy minus vy is equal to e power x is common in both the terms. Adding both the equations cancels plus cos y and minus cos y, so we are left with minus 2 sin y. Since f of z is analytic and it satisfies the CR equations, on the left hand side minus Vx can be replaced with Uy and minus Vy can be replaced with minus Ux. So plus Ux and minus Ux cancels out and we are left with 2Uy is equal to minus 2 e power x sin y, where 2 cancels out both the sides and the answer is Uy is equal to minus e power x sin y. For the next step, subtracting equation 1 and equation 2, on the left hand side we get ux minus vx minus uy plus vy is equal to, again e power x is common for all the terms on the right hand side. Since we are subtracting, minus sin y and plus sin y will get cancelled and we are left with 2 cos y. Again, since f of z is analytic and it satisfies the CR equation, minus Vx on the left hand side can be replaced with Uy and Vy can be replaced with Ux. Plus Uy and minus Uy gets cancelled and we are left with 2Ux is equal to 2 e power x cos y, where 2 on both the sides will get cancelled and the answer is Ux is equal to e power x cos y. Since f of z is equal to u plus iv, differentiating with respect to x, we get f dash of z is equal to ux plus I into vx. Again, since f of z satisfies the CR equations, vx can be replaced with minus uy. Substituting the values of ux and uy as e power x cos y plus I into e power x sin y. E power x is common for both the terms. We are left with e power x into cos y plus I sin y, which can be written as e power x into e power iy. Since the bases are same, we can add the power, so this sums up to be e power x plus iy, which is e power z. So e power z is the value of f dash of z. To get the value of f of z, integrate with respect to z, we get f of z as e power z plus c.